Hello, my name is Marcus and welcome to the top 10 games releasing in 2024. So I went in and I checked some Facebook groups, the Dice Tower News, the Board Game Geek, just checked it in there, and I found 10 games that are releasing next year that I'm pretty excited to hear about, to watch, maybe play. Perhaps, perchance, play them. Stuff are falling all over the place now. Anyways, so without further ado, is the number 10, Wild Gardens. This is the new game by these guys, Rose Gauntlet. Keystone North America over here, one of my favorite games from 2022. Was it 21? Oh damn. Years are blending together now. It's the sequel to it. I did not back it on GameFound or Kickstarter. Can't remember, I think it was GameFound. And the reason I didn't back it is, first of all, I thought it was a little bit too expensive. I don't remember Keystone being that expensive. I felt it was a little bit expensive. And the second reason is, it sounded interesting, but it didn't sound interesting enough. Right, that's the thing. I'm interested in seeing this. It's about cooking. It's about collecting ingredients to make the best possible food. That's a little bit of a theme in my list here. Making food. One of the reasons I didn't back it is because the board looked incredibly boring and incredibly just mundane. But I'm excited to hear about it, I'm excited to see it, and if I get the opportunity to play it, I'll be happy. And at number 9, it is El Burro. I have La Granja over there somewhere. If you watched last week's video, I did mention it in my top 10 games of 2023. It was number 9, so not that high. El Burro is also number 9. This is a La Granja inspired game. El Burro means donkey, I think. And it's all about the travel with donkeys, transportation of these goods that you might make in La Granja. It's another game farm project that I didn't back, and it's another reason because it was just too expensive. And also, I hadn't played La Granja at the time, so I was like, I'm not gonna back such an expensive project when I don't know if this game's any good. Now I know that La Granja is pretty good, so now I'm pretty excited about El Burro. The thing is, it's not the same people who've made it. So that makes me a little bit like, oh, but maybe it doesn't even correlate. But I'm excited to hear about it. I'm excited to watch it again if I get the opportunity. I'd love to play it, or even maybe purchase it. We'll see. And on to the last one, which I did not back, but had the opportunity. It's number 8. It is Harvest by Keystone? No, what is their name? I have a game right here. It is... What? Company. It's the same guys that make this one. I can't remember what the Keymaster. That's the name, Keymaster. And simply put, this game was way too expensive. That's why I didn't back it. Really excited to hear about it. It sounded really interesting. The way that you put out your crops, planted them, and harvested them. Of course, sounded incredibly interesting. Sounded like something I would love. This was just way too expensive. El Burro and Wild Gardens, not like they were crazy expensive, just a little bit too expensive for me to want to spend the money on it when I was unsure about the project. This one is straight up, I would love to have had this one, to have backed it. Just way too expensive, it cost way too much. Way too much. That's the only reason I didn't back it, because it sounded so interesting, it sounded so awesome. So this polyamorous way of creating your fields and with your goods, or your crops, it's called. The way to harvest it, the way to deliver orders. It sounded so interesting, and I would love to back it. It's just way too fucking expensive. Alright, next up, it's a game that was not on a Kickstarter. I've just heard that it is releasing. It's from the same people who designed Heat, Pedals of Metal, Asger Jarding and Skjold. Daniel Skjold Pedersen and Asger Jarding Granerup. That's their names. I don't know, I shouldn't say it in English. This is Aqua, Biodiversity in the Oceans. And it's an ocean game, it's an animal game. They designed Heat. I know they're good designers. I'm really excited about this one. But I know very little about it. I know it's coming out next year. That's like totally, I think it's from AEG. I know it's about animals in the ocean. It's about getting animals into, what's it called? Reefs and stuff. It sounds a bit interesting. It looks amazing, and it's from these designers. I'm just really excited about it, but I actually know very little about it. Next up is a game I know absolutely nothing about. Why in the world did I put this game in at 6? It's Flow. This game has been on a Kickstarter pre-launch page for about 2 years now. They're saying much. They're saying much. They're saying much. Maybe it will come on Kickstarter, maybe not. My girlfriend is really excited about this. I'm most excited about this because it looks amazing. It sounds to be sort of an exploration, but with anthropomorphic animals exploring different areas. That's what it sounds like. Maybe I'm wrong, maybe it's completely incorrect. I just really want to know what's taking so long, and I'm excited to see this game. Either my wife or me are going to back it. Next up is a game that I did in fact back. I'm waiting for it to arrive. It is Shipwrights of the North Sea Redux. Yes, another one that I'm counting because it's technically a new game. I've just recently actually played Shipwrights right up here. And it's actually a really fun game. I like it. A lot of people say, sit here thinking, what is wrong with it? I don't get it. So we'll see what Redux does to it, what it changes around. I can mention a few things I would see change, but we'll see if you can change anything of it. I was excited to get it because it's a Garfield game, but with Shipwrights of the North Sea being as good as this is, I'm more excited to see how can you improve on it. In at 4th, it is Inventors of the South Tigris. In my top 10, I talked about Scholars right up here being a really brilliant game, and how can this be the last worst one? I'm really excited to see Inventors because it's another Garfield game. Shipwrights is great, Scholars is great, Viscounts is really good. Really excited to see what Inventors does. It's a different board. I can't talk. Different table presence. That's a thing they say they want to do every time. I'm so excited to see what this game can do, what this game is all about. I already think I know the cost, and I'm just ready to back it and hopefully get it next year, a little bit like Scholars, get it right up to the end and then play it and then put it in my top 10 probably, hopefully. Alright, now we're at the top 3. In at number 3 it is Ticket to Ride Paris. Paris, I think. It's another city game from Ticket to Ride. I have 4. It's Berlin. I haven't gotten that one yet, but this is the next one. It's Ticket to Ride Paris. You're in Paris, obviously, and you're going to go around. I'm just excited about it. I love Ticket to Ride. I'm excited to see what they're going to change for Paris, what they're going to do different in Paris. The Eiffel Tower is going to be involved. Arc de Triomphe is going to be involved, I hope. I'm just excited. It's a Ticket to Ride. I can't not be excited about a Ticket to Ride. In at number 2, it is Command of Nature. The same position that Casting Shadows got for the top 10 of 2023. This is the prequel to Casting Shadows. This is before Casting Shadows universe got a thing. Really excited about it. Got the big pledge, obviously. Excited to see what it can do, what it's going to be like on the area. It's not a battler like Casting Shadows is. It's different. It's before that. So I'm very excited to see if they have sort of a universe tie-in. If you can feel that, or whether it's just a story that they made in these 2 games, which are fun, but aren't really connected in terms of the games. But my number 1 most anticipated for next year, for this year, I should say, it's the 2nd, by the time I'm recording this, by the time I'm uploading this, it's like the 10th, is Critter Kitchen. I heard about this one in the Dice Tower Summer Spectacular, and I just immediately put it into my calendar. Critter Kitchen sounded so fun. The Kickstarter is one of the best Kickstarters I've seen being run. It was so great. I really loved it. One of the best ones I've experienced. If not the best one that I've experienced. And it sounds so much fun. All the content that's been added is exciting. I think it's gonna be a huge box. Back to the deluxe version. I can't not do that. Sounds so great. You have your own personal kitchen, but you have the same staff, which you can develop on, hire different staff. I think they're time used, these sous chefs or whatever, but it sounds exciting. The expansion is coming in, it's exciting. All these new chefs are exciting, the way you do it, where some is open information, some is secret information. It sounds so fun. It's one of the best run Kickstarters. I'm just crazy excited about it. I really am. So my number one most anticipated game of 2024 is Critter Kitchen. Now both Inventors and Critter Kitchen are set to release in December. So I'm a little bit worried about those guys. Flow, as I say, doesn't even have Kickstarter yet. I don't. So Wild Gardens and El Burro and Harvest I think are going to release just fine. Shipwrights is almost ready to ship. Command of Nature, it's gonna get here in March. They're really good at that, casting shadow. I cannot complain about how fast they had to ship that out. Aqua Biodiversity in the Ocean and Detroit Paris just releases. So obviously those are just gonna be released. So I think I'm pretty good in terms of these games arriving, most of them at least. Whether I'm gonna get to play all of them, we'll see next year. 1 year from now. Probably a little bit less because I want to do it before the year ends. Thank you very much for watching and I'll see you in the next one.